Hi there, and welcome to Community Live. My name is Uwe, and I want to show you a short video on what Community Live's business is all about. So Community Live was formed largely to overcome some of the physical challenges that we currently have in terms of areas such as annual general meetings, training, as well as entertainment. And we've created solutions in each of those pockets to hopefully still achieve the same results without physically being together. If you need more information about the company, you're welcome to tap on the link at the bottom of this page, which will take you to our website. So let me spend a few minutes talking you through our gamification solutions. So the gamification solutions were particularly put together to allow communities to still have social interaction and entertainment while probably for the foreseeable future still physically staying at home. To this end, we've put together a trivia quiz and polls which can aid in providing that entertainment while at the same time offering a marketing opportunity to businesses. It's particularly aimed at suburbs, gated communities, complexes, golf estates and Boondorf areas that probably have a social media group or an email list that they can communicate with each other through. And it's probably ideally suited to environments that have more than 50 residences. The events, whether it's a quiz or a poll, lends itself to the marketing by businesses, and therefore businesses would sponsor the events, and in return the events would offer them the following opportunities: marketing and advertising during the event, sharing information with the audience such as promotions and specials that they might have at the time, or something new that they're doing in their business. They can also provide prizes during or to the winners of the event, which could be service offers or reduced pricing for their products, or any of that combination. It also lends itself ideally to coupon marketing, where you provide a coupon code during the event, and that code can be redeemed at your business during or for a certain period of time to gain some discounts and so on, which also gives you the opportunity to measure return on investment quite well. So whatever the event costs you versus people redeeming that code over a period of time will give you a good idea of what business has been gained out of the marketing and advertising that's been done. It can also become a regular event. So in some cases we currently have weekly events that are run, and can obviously be very much targeted at community specific offers, to a specific estate that runs it on a weekly basis, for instance. So it offers the business very targeted community marketing. And as far as the questions, answers and the poll is concerned, it can contain very specific questions around the products and or services provided by the business or by the industry, and can be very tailored to the business's requirements. It can also be obviously altered regularly for recurring events. In our opinion, it's a very low-cost marketing and advertising opportunity into communities. That is, and specifically communities that are ideally suited to your business's products and services. And the costing for these events starts from as little as 500 Rand per event. So let me show you what the look and feel for both the quiz and and poll would look like. Let me start with the quiz. So if you see on the left side of the screen, we have this is what a quiz would look like. So you have a logo and background, as well as text that can be customized to your specific requirements, and it can be played on any device, but as you can see, it's ideally formatted for a handset. And you can look at the following link, communitylive.co.za/FWG, which will show you a live quiz that you can test. So in the quiz, there are currently set up to 100 questions per quiz and 1,000 concurrent players. A unique and custom URL is generated per quiz and distributed to participants. The solution is fully cloud-based, so there's no download of any application required or anything like that. The unique custom URL, can be anything that could be your business name, for instance, if that's how you wanted it. The participant information to register for the event or log into the event can be anything that you require. So it could be name, cell phone number, email address, surname, suburb, whatever it is that you need. And obviously there's some requirement from whoever your participants are that they actually agree to provide that information. As a minimum, the system requires a nickname, which is just some information that can be entered for reference and scoreboards and so on. We currently have thousands of questions from many genres that can be used in the quiz, and that can range from music through movies, TV, sports. Can be from current era or all the way back to the 80s and 90s. It's your choice, and it's probably good to if you have recurring quizzes, to start somewhere and work your way through a number of these different genres. As I said in the beginning, the logo, background, the information that you want to display to participants, questions and answers even. So the quiz questions and answers can actually be customized to anything you want to put in here, and can be uploaded via an Excel spreadsheet even. So if you wanted to have questions and answers about your business or your products, that could be done. So that's fully customizable to your requirement. And then as you can see, there's lots of marketing, advertising and information sharing space available on the during the event. So the questions and answers don't necessarily just have to be multiple choice, although people prefer that in a quiz. But if you wanted to ask numeric answers or numeric questions or text, that can be done too. The quiz can also be played in teams, and we often have that where households, for instance, play together, or unit numbers in a complex, where individual scores then count towards the team score, and both leaderboards during the game are then displayed after every question. So individual leaderboard as well as team leaderboard, which is quite nice where there's a competitive environment in a complex, for instance, where unit numbers or household numbers or stand numbers play against each other. The system can be set up in quite a number of different ways, so there's lots of technical things in the background that can be set, like countdown timers to start the quiz at a specific time, question timers that count down, that again can be set for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, half a minute, and so on, to make things more interesting. And it can also be set up with reducing scores. So you can start at 100 points, and over time that reduces down to 0. And that's just some of the features that you will find in the system. And then at the back end, once the quiz is done, there's very detailed and also immediate back end reports that are available, such as participant information that you collected at the time of registration, results per team, results per individual, results per question, and so on. So very, very detailed and rich. So the poll looks a little bit different, and rather than multiple choice, here you would specifically rate something in either, as we've shown here, a baby competition or a wildlife photography competition. And you can see how those work and what the look and feel of those is, going to communitylive.co.za/wild or communitylive.co.za/babycomp, and that will show you what these look like. Again, we can have up to 100 questions per poll with 1,000 participants at the same time. A unique URL is again generated and distributed to all participants. The participant information is again fully customizable as per your requirement. The polls could be to vote for a best picture, as we have there in the wildlife poll. It could be a baby competition. It could be voting for artistic skills, paintings or drawings that are submitted by communities, and is then voted on by the entire community during the event. And the winner again could be, could receive a prize and so on, which makes it quite fun to have these events. During the event, the logo, background, the information to participants, questions, answers, as well as the pictures per question are fully customizable to your requirement. So if you wanted them to vote on your products, for instance, it's also possible. And again, lots of marketing, advertising, and information sharing space is available during the event. The following question and answer types exist: multiple choice, numeric answers, text answers, yes or no, like or dislike. So there's quite a few things that one can play around with to make this as interesting and entertaining as possible. As per the quiz, there's very detailed and immediate back-end reports available, such as information, participant information, and also poll results. So let me show you what that would look like in a demo. Okay, so here's what the gamification solution would look like, the quiz format. As you can see, there's a timer that's started, which can be set to many hours if needed to remind the audience of the countdown and when the game will start. As you can see, the logo and the text on the screen is fully customizable, as well as the background that's currently set to white, but that could be your business colors, for instance, if that was needed. And the link that I clicked on to get to this is the link, the customizable link URL that's sent out to everybody. So you can see the quiz will start automatically, and you can see this game has got 50 questions and it's updated every 20 seconds, and there's a countdown points per second that happens here. So let me answer Kelly Clarkson. The answer is sent in automatically. It should show me now what my answer is, and it'll, if there are many players, it'll also show as a percentage what their answers are. It'll then also show me what's correct, and it'll then show me a leaderboard. Unfortunately, I'm the only player, so I'm currently on top of the leaderboard. I'm not sure what the answer to this is, but let's say 11. And so we go. So the questions are continually running from one to the next. I got that right, which is quite good. Yeah, I have it wrong. So let me show you what that would look like in terms of a poll. I think let's head straight to the baby competition. So this is what I would be asked to enter as participant information to register. And in this case, Baby Company is sponsoring the Lone Hill Baby competition. And my question is to choose my favorite baby photo, A, B, C, or D. And let's here say I like A a lot. And this is basically to show you the types of questions that could be answered. So question 2 is, do you prefer this baby, yes or no? Let me say yes. I think question 3 will then be a different variant of that. So what's your feeling about this baby, like or dislike? So I like that. Question 4, what score would you give this baby out of 100? And let's make that 95, submit. And question 5 will then basically do the whole thing in a slightly different format. So rate this baby photo 5 out of 5, and let's say we rate that 4. And that's it. That's the different variants of the baby competition that you would have. And let's see what that would look like in terms of the wildlife photo competition. And it's obviously slotted me into in between 2 different questions. So as soon as the next question comes up, I can participate. You can see this one is sponsored by KUB Photography. Score this photo out of 5. So let's say 3 out of 5 for that. And my vote is submitted. It will also show me what, you see there it says 100%. If there were more participants, it would obviously show how other participants would like the photo. Score this one out of 5. I'm not sure that I like that too much, so vote that one. And again, it shows me the rating, and it then shows me all the votes. So I'm complete. So I've completed the voting. So for question 1, I scored that photo a 1, and the next photo I scored a 3. And obviously at the back end, as I said, there's full reporting that would then be collated to provide the outcome of this specific poll. I hope that that the solution demo has been informative, and I hope that this solution would be of value to yourself.